Hello, and welcome to Bemis Crafty Corner. Today we're going to go to basics, guys. Basics, the library pockets. You know, I get a lot of people that are like, oh, library pockets. So we're going to go to basics. And we're going to be doing this in two sizes. We're going to be doing it in a short, wide one, and then in a tall one. So they're both going to be the same width, just one's going to be taller than the other. That's all. Very simple, very basic on this one. I am going to get out some paper. You can use scraps for this. This is not a big project. So we're going to use some scraps, and we're going to get this done. I'll be right back with all of our tools. Right back. All right, so what do we need for this one? We need a paper trimmer. You need a circle punch is optional, but you know, a lot of people, they like the look with the finger, you know, the finger pull in it. So paper punch is optional. You're going to need a scoreboard and score tools. If you don't have these, a ruler and something that you can score with, you know, works really well. Some liquid adhesive. You could use tape for this if you want to. And some scrap paper that is at least 3.5 inches wide and at least 7 inches long. Okay? So let's start. We'll do the short one first. So I'm going to get some stuff out of the way because I don't need all this stuff right now. Let's get this stuff out of the way. I'll be right back. All right, so we're going to cut our two pieces first, and then we'll do the scoring and all that. It just makes it easier. All right, so for the first one, which is going to be the short one, we want a piece that is 3 3/4 inches wide by 6 inches long. So 3 3/4 inches wide. And 6 inches long. Okay, that is the shorter one. We'll put that to the side. Then we're going to get out the longer piece, and we're just going to cut this one real quick. This one, again, is 3 3/4 inches wide. Okay, but this one is 7 inches long. You can make it longer if you want to. I just don't think it needs to be any taller than that. So 7 inches. We'll get the scraps out of the way. I'm going to get the cutting board out of the way. When I come back, we're going to do some scoring. I'll be right back. All right. I lied to you. You're going to need scissors too. Okay. We'll start with the smaller one, and we're going to put it in here. We're going to score this at 3.5 inches on the long side. 3.5 inches. Remember, a couple of light scores is always better than one. Then we're going to turn this, and we're going to score it at 1/4 inch. And at 3.5. Or you could turn it around and do it 1/4 inch on this side too. All right, that's it. We'll do that one more time. On the long one, we're going to score it at 2.5 inches. Okay, then we're going to turn, doesn't matter. We're going to score it at 1/4 inch. Turn it around, 1/4 inch. There you go. Okay. So that is scoring it both ways. I'm going to get rid of the scoring tools. We can keep our bone folder. I'm going to get rid of these, and we're going to use our scissors. I'll be right back. So we're going to start by folding our pieces. Remember, valleys into hills, hills into valleys. Well, what's the difference, Els? Well, the difference is this. When you score, you make an indentation on the paper. On the side that has the indentation, that is your valley. Where it pops out on the other side, that's your hill. Okay. So, now these might be a little difficult because they're only 1/4 inch, but if you just kind of work it, use your board, or you can use a ruler to do this, you can get them to fold. Okay. It's not too difficult, but it's not terribly easy either. All right. So we're going to do that to both of these. Some papers, it's easier than others. I don't know why. All right, so now we have two pieces that look like this. On the longer side, we're going to cut that away. So we're just going to go right along our score line to the fold. And then we're going to give it a little bit of a wedge on the short side, okay? All right, and then we're going to wedge here, and we're going to wedge here. I apologize for the dog. Harper went out the door again and left the dog inside. All right, so again, we're going to get rid of the long side. The long strip. To the fold, and then just give it a little bit of a wedge. Okay? Long side. Give it a wedge. Wedging the two ends. And that's just to reduce bulk. I'm going to get rid of all this. When I come back, we're going to put it together. Okay? All right, now on our pocket, we want to put that, you know, that little finger nip. And if you want to do that, you can mark it on your board at 1 7/8. But if you don't have a board, just kind of pull your sides together and give yourself a little crease mark right there. That's so you know where the center is. Just a little, you know, easy peasy. We're going to get our punch, and we're going to bring that in here, making sure that that's in the middle. We're going to take out our finger nib. I'm going to do it on both of these. Just like that. And then the simplest part, we're going to fold that up, burnish that fold, and then we're going to fold these around the back. Now, they may be, you know, that 1/4 of an inch, depending upon how you cut, may not be perfect. So just kind of fold it over again on both sides, just around your back piece. And if you are going, I got a little bit of a shoop there. If you are going to round corners, you should do that now, because once you put this together, it's a little difficult to get it in the corner rounder. A little bit of glue on your flaps. Or a lot of bit of glue. See, this is what happens when you don't use your glue bottle, or when you leave the lid off of it. There we go. Glue. Glue. And then we're going to push this down. So we're putting these flaps on the outside on the back, okay? There's that one. We're going to do the same thing with this one. We're going to bring it up, turn it over, round corners. That's a you thing. If you don't want to round the corners, don't round the corners. Okay? Glue. Could use tape here. If you have 1/4 inch tape, you could certainly use tape. Or 1/8 inch. I know they make 1/8 inch. Press that down. And the other side as well. We're going to let it dry. I'll be back. Okay, that's it. Literally back to basics. These are very, very simple and easy and quick to do. You could do them ahead and have them in your stash, and then just take them out and decorate them as you want. You don't have to necessarily seal them on the back either if you want to like keep it open so you can ink in a different color or something. But that's it. Those are your basic library pockets in 2 sizes, the short kind and the longer kind. And it's really very simple to do. That's all I have for you today. If you're new here and I haven't offended you, subscribe. Give me another chance. If you would like to have some information on what goes on my channel, schedule, all those kinds of things, you can do that by looking in the description box below. Just click on the More button and it gives you everything you need to cyberstalk me. Until the next time, take care, my friends. Bye-bye.